you so much. Thank you, CII. Thanks all the people who are behind it. And actually, this session is going to be a little different than what earlier it was, because most of the session and the people and the topics were very well known to you. Like you knew what's happening, what's the business, what are the products, what are the challenges. Everything was very well known to you. So, Daniel ji, hello. Could you get us the presentation, please? So, there are two important things I would like to announce right in the beginning. One, this session, initially I'll have to introduce you what is our sector. And second, we'll definitely start and stop within probably 27 minutes, because we have a hard stop at 2 o'clock and we'll abide to that. I promise that. So let me tell you about our sector first. Industrial bulk packaging. Many people are completely unaware about our existence, about our, I would say, whole activity. So I'm going to talk about what are industrial bulk packaging, is the sustainable behavior really a choice, or it is a mandate, or it is necessity, and a little about sustainable innovations in our sector. And then I'm also going to chat about what Mr. Patel and Mr. Rajesh has done in their sector. He represents wooden packaging principally, and he represents paper bulk packaging. So we have a gamut, and I'm from the plastic side. So I'll tell little about plastic side, then we will chat little about paper as well as wooden side. So just to give you an understanding what we are talking about, is primary packaging has been consistently spoke since yesterday in this topic. Just to inform you, I had to request AVPS to actually put our topic in it. Initially, when he sent the agenda, there was no place for bulk packaging. Then I requested him कि भाई कहीं तो bulk packaging भी डालो. It's like we also exist. We are a sector, and I don't see. I'll show you the next slide. How big it is. So I don't see Mr. Mishra. He just left, I guess. So we have a lot of interesting things. So what we are presenting here is ये जो बीच में का primary packaging वाला element आपको दिख रहा है, that is all you spoke about since yesterday and in the morning today, counterfeit, this, that, everything, all the things. But we are on the both side of you. We are on the inward supply side also, and we are also on the secondary packaging. So everything which comes to you, which you guys are going to fill in, and everything which is going to be carried once you filled out, is taken care by our sector, of course, with the support of these two guys. Like, they are my partners in carrying out all the things. So they does it with pallets and he does it with boxes. So we're going to chat about that in the coming time. So sector size, like, see the sector size. We are almost 60-65% of the primary packaging side when it comes to polymer processing. Different kind of polymer, especially in polypropylene. Actually, the bulk packaging is a larger sector than even the primary packaging. So sector is not small, but is extremely ignored. It's extremely unknown. It's extremely dormant. And my job as a past president of Indian HYBIZ Association is to first go ahead and start promoting our sector. So we are basically a 120 unit spread pan India. And another very interesting, we employ more than 200,000 people. Out of that, around 40% are women, not only as a workers, but from top to bottom, we have 40%. And we are only third product in India which is having a global market share of more than 50%. Apart from us, there are another two products. One is IT, which is getting sold. India has a IT sector contribution more than 50%. And second product is LamiTube. Apart from that, FIBC is the third product where we have global market share of 52%. We have a market share of more than 75% in United States and in entire Europe. So India is such a large powerhouse of बल्क पैकेजिंग विच इज कंप्लीटली अननोन. अभी मिश्रा जी आ गए हैं. मिश्रा जी को मैं फिर से एक बार याद दिलाता हूं. सर, हमारे सेक्टर का साइज देख लीजिए एक बार. और आपने हमको अभी तक एक भी जगह नहीं दी है in the IIP. So keep on reminding you on that. So this is about our sector, our size, and the ignorance. Everything has come together in this particular sector. Now I will request Shankar as well as him to tell about his challenges, and then in the last 5 or 7 minutes, whatever are left, we are going to talk about any other queries or any other insights which you feel should be told to us. So over to you. Please go ahead.
I think, I would like to share some experiences of sustainable alternatives that we have deployed in this rather than challenges. So the most popular, I come from, I represent FMCG and the direct consumer packaging industry. So the most popular tertiary packaging in deployed today is brown boxes, the shipper boxes. They do come with significant advantages, but yet there are alternatives that can provide you with certain advantages. So one of the alternative that we have deployed to a couple of leading brand owners is basically crates. We create a customized crate, and we have some dividers which can allow you to have the carton packaging inside the crate positioned intact and with ease of pick and place on the packing line. And these crates literally have unlimited usage if you handle it well, the plastic crates. So thereby you reduce the intensity, or you reduce the amount of paper that you draw using these brown boxes. So that's one alternative. Then the second alternative that we have implemented is direct palletization. So we work with our customers. We promote and support them on how to unload or how to create an infrastructure to unload material directly from the truck, wherein you completely eliminate usage of brown boxes in that particular case and replace it with a edge protector, shrink wrap, and pallet kind of a load, which is light on costs and which is good in terms of reliability. Then the third thing that we have also deployed is a plastic shipper box. Basically, you get a minimum 15 reuses if you work with the reverse logistics, that you accumulate all of these and then bring it back to your factory and then reuse. So you get about 15 reuses, and then it can go up to 30, 35 with a slight amount of repair. You may have some weakened area, you will need to fix that. And so there again, you have an immense benefit of tertiary packaging, and I think these are some of the things that we have deployed with various brand owners.
Thanks, Rajesh. I am sure everybody will be definitely benefited with this information. Now, I'll request Shankar that any new thing, any different thing in pallets, new technologies, please let us know about it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Makarand and CII for giving the opportunity, and my dear friend AVS PS just behind me for every assignment I take up. And regarding the pallets, it is without pallet we can't do anything actually. Whatever anybody is producing, being a pharmaceutical, food, pharma, FMCG, or electronics, whatever, it has to be moved by the pallets. It is a tertiary pallet, the packaging, and very least bothered about in entire chain of packaging. But it has a significant role in the entire supply chain. And pallets, it is not simple layman's job. It is also having a very technology involved in this one, and very regulations and norms has to be followed. And wooden pallets, for your information, 90% of the world is moved by wooden pallets only. The pallets tagline is "Pallets moves the world." And 90% of the goods is moved by wooden pallets only. This is the size of the pallet industry. And secondly, there are a lot of norms over there to adhere. There are wooden pallets, specifically United Nations also is having one norm, ISPM 15, that has to be followed. Apart from this, just it is towards the sustainable and environment friendly, that the whatever the pallets we produce, it should be produced by FSC and a PEFC certified forest. Actually, FSC, PEFC forests are the forest where we plant 3 saplings for each tree we cut, and we nurture the 3 saplings, and we see that there is no deforestation. It should be afforestation. It is a commercial grown. So just take out of the mind that the pallets are harmful and wooden pallets. We are cutting the trees across the world. No, it is not that. We are sourcing it from the responsible sources. This is the one aspect just I wanted to inform my audience over there. Many times people say wooden pallet, lakdi, jaise plastic blame hai, lakdi bhi blame hai. People say that it is not environment friendly. It is cutting the trees and deforestation is happening. This is one aspect I just. And secondly, that for our industry, I would like to say for especially the pharma industry, towards the reduce, recycle, reuse. But my emphasis on the reuse only. That we are having the norms in United Nations, USA and the Europe. They are having their own pallet pool system. It is called EPAL pallet in the Europe market, and NWPA is in America. So if we produce pallet according to their norms, it will go into recycle, reuse for at least 50 to 70 times each pallet it will be used over there. And many times we see that industry is looking for the solution, whereas it is very cheaper one-time pallet. One-time pallet definitely it is costing very less, but at the same time it is an impact and it is costing you at the end of the day. If you buy a pallet, one-time pallet is costing around 1,200 to 1,300 rupees, whereas the multiple use pallet, licensed pallet is costing somewhere 2,500 to 2,700. So cost is little double, but the benefit is more. It is 50 to 70 times you recycle. You can imagine what is the cost of your pallet is. So this is what I just wanted to educate about the pallet. And the myth is that the wooden pallets are not the eco-friendly, not environment-friendly. Just take out that your mind. And a lot of international norms are there to follow this particular product. This is my submission.
Thanks, Shankar. I think you made a very great point that being an exporter, we are very, very connected to pallets, and that always there is a worry at the back of the mind that using a wooden pallets would cause a deforestation, and that's not a great for India. So it's very heartening to know that you plant 3 trees to every 1 tree you cut. That's a real wonderful your sector is doing, and we should applaud you for that, what you're doing. And please continue the good work. So this was a initial part of our session, which was more of, I would say, sector cry, I call it. That we are, whether me or Shankar, both of us are just trying to tell you that how we exist. So now once we establish that we exist, I'll tell you very briefly how sophisticated we can be. So I'll just move because we are short of few times. We have been consistently talking about certain dosing of recycled or reprocessed raw material and the circular systems in the primary packaging and various ways. So just to inform that my company is the India's largest secondary packaging or bulk packaging recycled material export. Last year we exported 6,000 tons of recycled polymer based products into entire Western world, US, Germany, France, to be particular, also UK. And we have a complete circular system in the international level. So we sell them the bags, we let them use it. Post usage, we collect it in each geographies, we clean it, we shred it in their own geographies, we granulate, bring it back, make another product, send it back. This entire system is already established in our sector, and it is financially viable. It is more financially lucrative than buying a virgin raw material and putting it in a bag. So this system already exists, which you are trying to do in primary packaging, and it is globally possible. We are actually practicing it. Anybody who's interested to know a little bit more about it, please write to us. We'll be more than happy to talk to you about this particular. There were another chats about possibilities of food safe packaging. So, sir, let me tell you, we do it like Indian bulk packaging industry is engaged very heavily with Malaysian Food Corporation for packing their rice in the anti-rodent bag. What food wastage what we see in India to the tune of around 8%, which runs in multi-million metric tons in absolute numbers. Actually, we could bring it down in Malaysia from their that time existing wastage of 5% to less than half a percent by doing a anti-rodent. We have a very special technology which is probably also not aware about it, something called type D or static dissipative packaging. It is not anti-static packaging, it is static dissipative packaging. When a very high field charge or high pressure material is getting filled, there's lot of electrical charge getting created, and in the hydrocarbon rich vapor based environment like ammonia plants or fertilizer or petrochemical, there's a chance of fire. So there is a technology where charge is dissipated in thin air without even grounding. Type C, what we call is the old electromechanical technology, which is now old. So now latest is type D or static dissipative. We dissipate the charge in thin air. We have a technology for fire safety. There is a fireproof material like pipes or others where the bags cannot be burnt, which is typically used in all the aircraft related things or couriers which are getting carried in aircraft. Some of the countries have already mandated. So these are the next generation technologies which are already available in the bulk packaging, which probably needs to be incorporated also sometime in the primary packaging. When our previous guest, the UK ambassador, was talking about his plastic protection tax of 30% recyclable material and 20% dosing, India was the biggest beneficiary to that. You know, the bulk packaging in UK, India has 90% market share. India sells 90% of the UK's bulk packaging, and most of the companies which are manufacturing in India were easily able to compete and supply in the UK market because of the technologies and the systems which we could produce. So I think I said enough about my sector. I'll again give a request to Shankar to tell about his sector based new things or wonders which you made, and then Rajesh, you can tell about yours, and then we'll call this session a halt because I don't want to exceed 2 o'clock deadline, that is for certain.
Yes. Thank you again. Regarding the pallet, and India is becoming a 5 trillion and above market, and definitely we have to build a capacity building. And to build a capacity building, we are moving towards the automation. So a lot of automation is taking place in the supply chain, entire supply chain, and warehouse managements. So warehouse managements definitely need the wooden pallets or any other kind of pallets. There are plastic pallets, and I am not saying that other pallets are not good. They are meant for their particular purposes over there. But without the bulk packaging, it is very difficult to move towards the economy 5 trillion to 10 trillion, whatever we are looking at. That is definitely a challenging role, and with a growing market, the pallets industry and packaging, particularly tertiary packaging, will help in a bulk way. So people should focus on automation, and automation along with the alignment of the pallet, it has to be taken care. There is one simple thing I have to convey for that, and there are a lot of regulations are there in the pallet industry, that have norms are there. That is a different together subject. I'll tell you it offline over there if anybody is interested over there to know about what exactly pallet and what exactly the requirements of the making pallet. It is not a simple layman's job. Nowadays, it is a very technology. And my company is privileged that we are the first totally automated pallet industry in India. The 100% no man intervention by pallet also is there. CNC machines are there where we can assemble our pallets over there. So we produce, we are having a capacity of 1 lakh pallets per month. So it is a very big capacity for 4,000 pallets a day. So this is a good capacity we built over there. We are looking forward to achieve that 5 trillion market over there, and we are gearing up we are scaling ourselves to cater that particular requirements of the industry. Thank you.
Now I request Rajesh to please go ahead and make his comments.
Yeah. So I think let me take the opportunity to call out three areas, a little ahead in this whole supply chain. One of the area in the area, which talks about sustainable innovations is barrier coated paper based solutions. So you could actually visit the stall right behind you, ITC stall, and understand various solutions that are there. Brand owners, we have been working with several brand owners on multiple solutions and helping them create this path of sustainability. There are many brand owners could get immensely benefited when you try these newer barrier coated solutions that we have developed and we are developing. The second item to call out is FSC boards. I think the speakers have appropriately explained on the recyclability, renewability, and things like that. So, in the paperboard segments, you have this, paperboards that are coming out of responsibly managed forests. And if you really want to take mileage of efforts that you put in there, you should potentially look at certifying FSC on your product. You should take the claim. There are 3 claims that are available: FSC 100%, FSC recycled, and FSC mixed. We do again help every brand owner in this. We are working with leading brand owners in this space again to support them in embarking their journey using FSC boards. And the third one that we have done specifically in the packaging industry, I would say we have pioneered, we have led the replacement of MetPet free packaging solutions for spirits, for food, and several primary packaging solutions. Some of them are through print technologies, gravure plus offset hybrid kind of technologies, and some of them are through monolayer, polyolefin structures and various structures. So we pioneered this whole space of MetPet free paperboard packaging solutions and driving on a lot of recyclable solutions. So I think these are the 3 areas I would like all of us in the industry to push brand owners to adopt towards the larger goal of sustainability that we all have embarked on.
Very well said. I think probably one word synonym, if we have to consider about sustainability, that is responsibility. If we take it as a responsible way to behave our life, it is not a first generation cost saving measure, which many larger corporations included try to do the moment, and they actually sabotage the entire sustainability initiative. So I request that there are a lot of people from a much larger corporation sitting here. So treat it more like a responsible behavior for the coming time. Wonderfully said and told about MetPet avoidance by Rajesh, because we all know how big a challenge is to recycle any MLP. So if we are able to give away MetPet, I think that the 100% marks to you for that, because I won't. Everybody will understand what I'm talking about who are part of the packaging. That no MLP, great. It's a wonderful thing. So thank you very much for listening to us. New sector, but important. Please engage with us. Please engage with us as a sector, whether wooden or plastic bulk packaging or paper and other bulk packaging. We appreciate and encourage your involvement in our sector. If anything is required, please think. And as there is no time left, we can't ask any questions, so we'll ask it next time. Thank you very much for. Shankar had a great desire that
Thank you very much, Mr. Makarand Appalwar. In fact, entertainingly informative. I'm poor in English, but I think I could put it in such a way. But he's so entertainingly informative today. One of the best sessions I could ever see in the last 2 days. And Makarand, you you really made us feel the presence in a big way, in a gigantic way. It's not a small way. But I'm really thrilled to know my friend Mr. Makarand Appalwar's on a personal initiatives also. The employable education, he always talks about it. And I'm so happy that he employs around 40% of people, women in his businesses. A big round of applause for them. And I'm equally glad that anti-rodent packaging also to save big way. I think it's a national saving if you're saving millions of tons of rice and wheat or whatsoever. But yeah, there are some political compulsions to use jute in some states. Still, it is there. But end of the day, we need to see the final objective: the fire resistant packaging, sustainable solutions in the bulk packaging. Amazing initiatives you all told. And it's also very heartwarming to see we are able to compete in the international market just because of the European policies on the plastic and plastic recycling. And I think you could able to make use of that initiatives and make our Indian flag fly high in the overseas markets. So that's a big achievement. Compliments to you, Mr. Makarand Appalwar. And what can I say about my friend Rajesh? We've been in touch for the last 20 years, I think, since his career. He's one of the very, very knowledgeable packaging technocrat. And having won how many countless of Asia stars, world stars, India stars. I don't have any count the way he participates and under the guidance of Mr. Venkat Raman. And a lot of initiatives are really laudable and appreciable and openly shared in continuation with Rachel's sharing. A round of applause to you as well. And Shankar, what can I say? Completely off the hand, no hands touching. It's a completely automated plant. We are proud to have you in Hyderabad, and you're also the regional chairman of Hyderabad, doing a great job for the benefit of the packaging fraternity at large. And in a nutshell, I think this panel really provided a lot of insights which we are little unaware or half aware. I think you opened a big journey to take it forward. For that, wholeheartedly on behalf of CAA TG Packcon, my sincere congratulations and compliments to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mukul.